Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video to the channel. So today we're going to go through the Runescape Wiki's combat money making methods for June. A little bit later this month, but yeah, because of traveling and stuff, I just didn't get the time to record it earlier in the month. But we're still going to make that June deadline and get it out for you guys for June. So if you haven't watched this series, I do 2 of these per month. I do a skilling version and a combat version. We go through what the Runescape Wiki suggests is the best money making methods for that set, either combat or skilling. What methods are up at a minute, what methods are down, and also any advice I've got from playing this game on what I suggest and what I not suggest. As always, with combat though, the first couple are going to be sort of PVM or elite tier PVM, which I don't think really contributes to this kind of video. If you are able to do any of these top 5 methods, this video really isn't aimed towards you. It's aimed towards the low level, mid level, or people getting towards that end level combat bracket who wants a couple of money making methods using combat to just bring a little bit more GP to their account. So as always, the first couple of methods, we're talking Zamrak, Telos, AOD, Ryziel, and all the different forms of enrages as well. Where we're going to start is here with Ripper Demons. Ripper Demons currently 72.2 mil profits per hour. Again, to get the lore set up for this, you are in the wilderness and it is very tricky. I am getting to a point where I need to go and learn this because it is such good GP money as well. Anything to do with binding contracts will always be good and always be a viable way to add on to your Slayer tasks. So make sure before doing your Slayer tasks to check if there is a version of a binding contract related to it. We have Killing Zuk in hard mode at 65.6 mil, Solak 61.6 mil, or instead of that, for a couple mil less per hour at nearly 59 mil, you can go and kill Blood Reavers, again with binding contracts. Probably my choice over doing Rippers, but Blood Reavers are very easy, very chill. The hardest bit of this is actually having to do the grind of making the binding contracts, which if you didn't know, I do have a video related on how to do it with the Tavali method. Very much a reduced effort version. It might cost a little bit more per pouch, but it's definitely one way you can just sit there and slam out the binding contracts in one big go. But Blood Reavers, very solid binding contract method, and binding contracts will be, for the kind of player I think who's interested in these guides, the absolute epitome of what to do to make some serious GP through combat. So going further down, we have things like the Vorkath hard mode, 58.2 mil. Still hasn't really kicked on or kicked off considering its release was about 6 months ago. I just think they got the drop table wrong and haven't really fixed it since. So I don't think it gets enough attention compared to what it could do. I do think a whole drop table rework is needed for that as well. We have things like Archglacier hard mode streaking, it's 52.9 mil. And again, these 2 hard mode bosses make less GP than this killing Blood Reavers for binding contracts, which is what makes RS3 a little bit mad. So we have killing Raxi and Raksha, same sort of profit margins, 46 mil-ish between the 2. Raxi is definitely something we're going to go and have a look at some point because I think it's something which has been in the game quite a while now and is still pumping out 46 mil profit per hour, which is really, really good. And obviously the big reason for that is because they've done such a good job of using the noxious weapons and invention. It's really held its price because of that, but I still think it's a good boss to go and check out anyway. Normal mode Zuk is 41.8 mil. Now, when I was going after my Necromancy Zuk cape, I kind of cheesed the final phase. And if you guys want me to do a video on that and explaining how I did it, drop me a comment and I'll make sure to do it. I have got the time to be able to put something like that together now. So if you want to see it, let me know and I'll try and do it. I'll even try and attempt it maybe on the Bond account. Maybe, if I can get some more levels on it. AOD solo, 36.8 mil, and the level of person you need to be to do this, to get 36.8 mil, when those binding contracts for Reavers were 59, it's just, I don't know, it's just how it is. But if you can do it and you enjoy it, by all means you do it, because it's a high tier skill that to be able to do an AOD solo. Moss Golems with the magic method is 32.9 mil. We have the Shadow Reef solo, 28.8 mil. Virago solo, 27.1. We have Moss Golems with melee, 26.5. So to do melee, you are pretty much giving up 6 mil profit. The magic method, I think it uses Legacy Barrage. It's just so you can group them all together, and it's just a lot easier to be able to do that kind of lore. Normal mode Kerapak, which I am going to do at some point because I think it'd be good to get some KC. 25.4 mil there. Daxten Kings, 23.4 mil. And that's a video coming up to the channel soon as well because I want to finish the Daxten King log. Next, 20 mil. A little bit up for next, to be fair. Normally on a month, it's about 16-ish mil. But the items must be up at a minute because that is 20 mil there. Hellhounds, 18.5 mil profit making binding contracts. Again, if you are someone who chases clues, wants to do clue scrolls, and Hellhounds is your main form of hard clues, a huge way to pay off like a big chunk of your skipping tokens if you do use them, or to get extra profit, is to use binding contracts on Hellhounds as well. Nightmares on a Slayer task, 18.5 mil, killing the Giant Mimic, 18.3. Glaciers 17.1, and have been that for a while. That's pretty decent profit. I think it's more from the Staff of Armor Shards, but again, really good profit there. Bulbous Creatures 16.7. We have Lava Strike Worms at 16.2. Killing high level Greg 15.6, but that is pretty much a bit up for Greg and God Wars 2 as a whole. So to see that come up a little bit, that is nice. Again, Greg was huge bank when Shadow Components really were in their prime and people needed them for different kinds of perks. Calgarian Demons for scrolls as well, 15.4. Do Hellhounds instead, they're easier. We have Nightmares off task, 14.4 mil. So to do them on task, you are making an extra 4 mil per hour. Mid-level Dagonoffs though is 14.1 mil. It suggests Soul Split, but Vampirism really should do for that. Vine Crawlers, 13.5 mil. We have Solo Catfight King, 13.2. Magister is just over 13 mil. And Rune Dragons up this month. Again, the bone price for the Rune Dragon Bones has come up to about 55-60k. 13 mil per hour, which again is decent and definitely one to throw in with your Slayer task if you are looking to do that as well. We have Rex Matriarchs, that one, which is 12.1, and the other one, Orichalca, 12 mil there. Twin Furies at the decent level is 12 mil profit per hour. Sacred Oil, 11.4. Again, this one never really moves. It's still very, very good profit, considering like it's a very much dead and sort of moved on minigame. Very, very good profit, 11.4 mil. Capsari, just under 11 mil there, and it's probably one of the best combat AFK moneymakers is killing Capsaris, and definitely something I'm going to be doing a video on because I think once you set up for it, it's just consistent profit and it's really, really good as well. So you're going to need a personal Slayer dungeon, so 99 Slayer is going to have to be a recommendation unless you have a friend who's got their own sort of Slayer dungeon with those in, but they need to be online while you do it. Corrupted Scorpions on a Slayer task is 10.6 mil per hour. Again, this could be a nice little project with a noob account once it's up to a level. Telos at 100% Enrage, 10 mil per hour. Crystal Shapeshifters, 9.7. We have Corporal Beast, 9.1 mil as well. Killing Legions to make the Ascension Crossbows is 8.4 mil, which is nowhere near the profit it used to be. But if you want to be doing the pet log and completing the log as well, at least it's making some profit. It's the first time I've seen Legions as a profitable sort of boss for a little while now. Unspeakable Horrors, 8.3 mil. We have the Giant Mimic Beginner and Hard, sort of 8 mil-ish per hour. Although the Beginner Giant Mimic is wondering why it's... Oh, it's because you'll get these Scriptures as well. Okay, right, no problem. But it's a bit weird that Beginner makes sort of 6.2. Medium doesn't really make anything. So yeah, that's a bit strange. Frost Dragon, 7.4 mil. Edamu with range at 7.8 mil. Krill with a sort of high level recommendation at 7.1 mil per hour. Still solid for a nice, easy like AFK. Air at 7.1 mil. Stargazer, 6.8. Edamu with melee at 6.6. Abyssal Demons, the best monster in the game, 6.4 mil with magic. Necromancy is here, 5.5 mil. So you take a little bit less, but you are going to gain Necromancy XP as well. Kriara at 5.6. I think the Armadillo items just need to recover a little bit to sort of keep up with Zami and be a little bit more better there. Killing Krill with Necromancy, 4.5 mil. Saloa Axe, 4.4 mil. Rarari, 4.3. Adamant Dragons, 4.3. Decent and definitely one to include in on your Slay rotation. Violords and Violadies, 4.2 mil for that as well. A solid way to train prayer, fire making and combat XP. If you're looking for a method just to train your accounts up, I don't think you can get much better than Violords and Violadies. It's huge for like a building thing. And I know it's quite big with Viremen, but like for a main account as well, don't turn your nose up at that. Really good method. Gandama Beast, 4 mil, really good to have in your Slay rotation as well. Tormented Demons, 3.5. We have Chaos Dwarves and Hand Cannoneers, 3.5 mil there. Gargoyles, 3.4. Dark Beast, 3.4. We have Tortoise at 2.1. We have Spiritual Warriors at 2.8 mil. Spiritual Mages at 2.8 mil as well. Really good to have in your Slay dungeon. And also really good to go and get components, like God components. Sara and Zami are really good to have in your personal Slay dungeon. Just AFK away and then you'll make some profit there. Killing Chickens, 2.6 mil from level 5 magic. Pretty crazy there. Really, really good way to make some profit. And really good way to start your account. If I was to start my account, that's how I'd do it. Guards are 2.2 mil per hour. And then as we go back down, Adolescent Wolves 2 mil per hour. And finally, to finish this off, like our sort of base sort of way to make money, the 4 things, it's chickens, guards, wolves now I include because it's roughly around the same sort of bracket. And then finally, killing rabbits, 1.7 mil for killing rabbits per hour. Anything sort of below that, it's not worth doing because any of those 4 methods, like you can go and kill chickens, even a max level can go and kill chickens and make more than any of these methods here. It's more worthwhile doing. But that's going to be this episode of the money making methods for June. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have, please make sure to give me a like, subscribe to the channel. We'll be back with the same thing next month where hopefully we have Oceus here. If Oceus isn't on the money making list, again, because things are changing in prices so much, I don't think the wiki sort of committed to putting Oceus on this list now. I will go and make a video going to camp there for X amount of hours, X amount of kills, or X amount of time, and then throw a video up to give a rough sort of breakdown of some GP profits as well. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have, please make sure to give me a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.